Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man? Shaft, can you dig it? Oh yeah, Jay LaRock here, percent off collector, and we're here with another action figure unboxing and review. And today we have the McFarlane Toys Shaft from their feature film series, which I didn't even know was a thing, which is why I love being a volume discount collector. If this is your first time checking this out, my whole thing is about finding low cost, cheap, discounted toys, because if there ain't no discount, there ain't no deal. And honestly, I went to a toy show here in Washington and I got a crazy deal, including this one here. But of course, the question is, would this be good for your collection? We're gonna find out. I mean, it looks cool to me, but we're gonna open up this bad boy in just a moment and find out if it is. So of course, if you like this kind of stuff, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that notification, because I got a huge backlog of all types of action figures, Transformers, and more. So, you know, enough of all that. Let's get on with the opening. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're here and we're gonna be opening this up in just a second. And I'm also gonna go through like how I found this and everything. First of all, I gotta say, like, I love like these old figures, just because of like the stuff that came with it. And I know that like older McFarlane always has like, you know, a gimmick, because it's a lot more of like a statue than action figure. So it looks like there's probably not a lot of stuff, movement there, but I just love like the background, which I think it says here, if you look down here, it says that it includes movie poster replica. So I guess that's what it is. It's just kind of weird, like the design of it almost looks like horror movie like. So I'm not sure what that is about. You can see up here the McFarlane toys and all that. And actually, you can see that there. Like I said, this box is pretty big, and it has a few accessories and all that. So I thought that's cool. So I mean, one of the things I like about being a collector, and a lot of things I like getting some of these figures that are just like for movies and stuff. I mean, like, I love the superheroes and all that, but sometimes I like mix it up. So this is here, let's see, it looks like this one's from, oh, so this is going through all the different ones. So I guess this is like 2000, I guess, because it shows Austin Powers and all that too. So it's showing dates for other movies, but you can see like a list of different stuff here. Look at that: Edward Scissorhands, Escape from LA, Army of Darkness, The Fly, Shaft, King Kong, Halloween. So I mean, there's a lot here that I could end up finding. But you know, enough of all that. Let's open this bad boy up and see what it looks like inside. So that's what I do. I don't keep stuff in the package. All right, so we got this. So let's get a little in closer. You can see, so that's how the replica thing is. I'm trying to see how this was wrapped around it, because, oh, it's over here on the side. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird, because I think that this is off of the movie with, is it Keenan Ivan Wayans playing Shaft? I think it's that version of the movie, right? I'm pretty sure, judging from the date and everything. So we got that, and then I gotta take the twisty ties off of his back here. So if someone knows, like if someone's familiar with this line, let me know why this looks like this. Like, that's something that's kind of like strange to me, because I'm like, why does it look like this is like from a horror movie or something, you know? Let me zoom in, like a little too much zoom there. But yeah, like, look at that. I mean, it's cool, but I'm just like, why does it look horror movie like? So let me take him out of this plastic prison here. And then you have these two guns. Got a little yellowing on this, but like I said, I'm not keeping any of this stuff, so I don't care. But we'll quickly look through the little accessory. Oh, I didn't realize that. I don't know why I thought this was something else, but these are his glasses. His sunglasses. Wait, are these? No, these are like regular glasses. That's kind of weird. Let me move this out so I get a really good focus on this. Zoom in here. Huh. It's weird looking glasses, right? It looks like, you know, like someone that doesn't really wear glasses, and then when they put it on, it looks like all smudged up in something. That's some like dirty looking glasses. I don't know what's up with that. Um, and then you have the gun. Cool, actually, little gun there. So that's cool. I mean, it feels kind of thin though. Look at that. I don't know, like for with the other guns, it seems like it has a little bit more like thickness to, I guess, to be more realistic. This seems like really flat. Like I don't get that. So yeah, so all right, so that yeah, so this is from 2000. So yeah, so this has to be this is the Keenan Iron Wayans one, Paramount Pictures one. I just think it's like it's a strange thing to me though. I guess maybe it's part of the whole design. So if you like these movies, you get the poster, because I mean the back here looks like you could also just swap it out with anything. But again, it's just it's the design. Let me know if I'm like tripping on this. Like, is it kind of weird that I wonder if all the other ones, like maybe that's something I should do, is check other reviews for the other line to see if perhaps that's what these look like for all of them. But it just seems weird. I mean, like let's get a little closer to that. I mean, look at that. I mean, it again, it looks sweet. Like if this was Spawn, I'd be like, oh, okay, you know, maybe even Edward Scissorhands, even though that's not the type of movie that is. I actually did see that movie. But for it's just weird for Shaft. I mean, the cool thing is like, see, that's the thing. Like this part kind of kills it. Like if this was like just something generic, you could play around with it. But like to me, it feels like I could take this out and so you could tell like if you remove this, it would just be open, and I'm sure you could play around with it. I guess you could still can. Like if you're taking a picture, you could just take the picture from here up. So if I was to do it like this, I could put things in behind here. I could remove the poster and do stuff like that. So that, I guess that could be cool. But I think that's just strange that it looks like some kind of demonic statue or something here. All right, so we also have this thing here, and so this is telling you, I guess, about just a few little things that you get with each character, which is actually kind of interesting here. So, oh man, so they have Ash from Evil Dead, right? So that's cool. I'll keep my eye out for that. Edward Scissorhands. I mean, like I said, I like the fact that there's just some figures that, yeah, like other people probably don't care, and especially since these are going to be more statues than anything, people are like, what, it doesn't matter. But for me, like, to get some of these, I just think that's cool. Like, The Thing, like, I remember that movie, like, the original The Thing. So, yeah, like, it looks like for Shaft, it's, like, shades. So these are shades, which is weird, because, like, when I do look at it, I can see it's kind of shaded. But it's kind of weird. They're almost like regular glasses, but it's just like, okay, so shades fit on head. And then the back, there's nothing else. So it's just interesting to me. All right, so the figure itself. So, yeah, this is more like the statue than anything else. That's weird. Oh, this is his holster. At first, I thought it was like a piece of I thought it was a piece of the twisty tie that was around it, but no, it's actually his holster gun. So that's cool. And this one, I guess you can bend it back and lock it. See, that's the thing. Oh yeah, you can. So I don't know if you can see it. I'm try to get a shot. But there is a little hole there. I don't know if you can see that because it's kind of dark even on the camera. Maybe in post I can brighten that up a little. But so it looks like you could take the gun and then fit it in the holster, and then, oh my god. As far as doing that, like, that seems like it'd be a thing to do that. So it's like, I'm sure you can, but I'm like, as soon as I saw that it wasn't a good fit, like, maybe I have to push this in even more, but it feels like it went all the way, but I don't know. I'll leave it like that for now. But yeah, so the figure itself, I mean, it's like a statue. Like, you can move the head, but even that, not too much. Now, of course, we know that we can do the glasses, but look at the face though. But I mean, this is one of the things about those McFarlanes, like, you know, it was looking really good for the time and everything. I mean, the head sculpt and all that, the facial features, all that looks cool. Like, you know, the eyes and all that, like, really cool looking. So I think that that's sweet. So then let's put these shades on, because you know, you gotta be badass. So it doesn't have, like, you see like some of the newer figures, like, oh my goodness, the shades fell. The newer figures will have something where it would fit like a little groove on the side of the head, where you could actually fit the glasses, but this does not have that. And oh my god, this thing is so small. It fell onto my carpet and disappeared. So you know what? I'm going to grab that after I switch to the turntable to give you the final look at this. But you know, with him being all in black, I mean, it still looks sweet. I like that the fact that, you know, this is like a softer rubber. It's not like super hard. I think it's rubber, maybe it's plastic. But his outfit looks sweet. I like even like the little buttons there. I mean, it's not like actual buttons, but it's nice. You know, like even the belt, like, looks like everything underneath is like hard. Yeah, so this is like, you can't move the belt or the pants or the shirt. But like even that, you know, you have that tucked in look with the shirt. I kind of like that with the hand. Like, I guess, so you can kind of move the shoulder. That was like stiff. So, but you can't really do like a grab from where the holster is, which is kind of strange to me that you can't do that. So you can see, like, you can't bend at the elbow. So that's it. That's just like, just moving the arm up and down like that. And at the legs, I mean, there's no movement. Like, let me put it here and that you can see, look down here. So there's no movement of those legs. Like, it has the little hole pegs at the bottom, I guess, if there's something that you can mount it on, but there is nothing else as far as articulation. Wait, can you move the foot? Like, I think that this is just, since it's a separate part, that's just the fact that it can move just because it's something where it's pushed in. But like I said, these are statues, so there's not a long review because there's not much there. I mean, you can see that I don't know if this is maybe just because it's old or something like that, but overall it looks really sweet. So we're going to put it on the turntable for final thoughts, and I'm going to tell you how much I paid and where I got this from. All right, cool. All right, so we're back here, and look, there are a few things to point out. First of all, those glasses, the sunglasses, they do not work the way that they say for the head. So I mean, if someone has this and they tell me otherwise, then so be it. But like, seriously, like, I tried to connect it on so it drops on his face, and it just continuously falls off. Maybe you can like pinch the edges or something to eventually get it to fit, but it's not even like the ears are really out enough to hold the glasses. Same thing with the nose. It just seems like maybe if I mean, like, I guess technically if it was smaller, maybe like 2 sizes smaller, it would work. But like literally every time I try to put it on his actual face, like, you could just see like on the side, like it's either not hitting both of the ears correctly, and then it's also how he stands. So as I said, you can't bend those legs. So the problem we have here is that it always feels like it's kind of a lean either way you're going, which it's not necessarily bad. You don't have to stand straight up like a robot or something. But even on a surface that isn't turning like this table, it's weird. And since you can't do any type of articulation with the legs, you're kind of stuck with that pose. So I mean, these are all things that you had issues with those early McFarlane statue type action figures. The other thing was the holster. So let me just bring it over here. So the problem with this is like that plastic or rubber, maybe it's just plastic. It does stretch. So the idea is you're supposed to put it like underneath this part of the gun, and then it will go and all the way around and then fit into the little hole there, which you might not be able to see because how everything is dark. Now, the problem is that, first of all, when it seems like the holster is a little bit too small. So no matter how far you push this in, like, that's the farthest you can go. Now, the good thing is you can stretch this around, but even the plug of where it's supposed to go is not really done well. So the result of that is, since there's some tension and you don't have a lot of slack, it doesn't push in. So you could probably like super glue it or do something, something like that, but that kind of defeats the purpose of having that there. So again, two things that are part, I guess, of the gimmick that you can, put the holster and all that doesn't work, and then the glass is falling off. Now you can rotate the hands. I mean, it's kind of weird, like he's doing the Vulcan symbol. I don't know why he's doing the Vulcan symbol. Like you see that? Live long and prosper. So I have questions. I have questions. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, I like this figure. It's cool. I have no problem with that. Like I like collecting figures that are different. And like I said, being the percent off collector, one of the main things is the price. So let me just talk about that real quick. So I went to a toy show, and I noticed something interesting, especially for the type of collector I am, which is volume discount collector. That's what I'm calling myself, volume discount. And that's because I don't really have a specific line or a specific thing that I'm definitely going after. Like, I love Soundwave, I love Blaster, I love the cassettes. But even that, you'll never see me make a video where I'm like, oh, I paid $800 for this rare cassette. It's just not me. So the volume comes in that if I see something cool, I want it. But the key is it has to have a good price. Now, what I've noticed just in the few toy shows, and I've only been to 3 now, so, I'm not an expert at all. But one of the things that I've noticed at a lot of these toy stores, shows, is that most of the people are going there looking for something very specific, which makes sense. And a lot of the times it can be something very rare. And of course, in those instances, then you're probably going to pay more, or you're willing to pay whatever is there. Now, yeah, you see some people, of course, looking for bargains, but they're also still kind of looking for like their specific item. And then if it happens to be in a bargain bin, that's cool. Most of the bargain bins that I see at these conventions, though, are like loose figures, and some people don't like to collect loose figures. So that's some things that I learned. The other thing that I learned, though, is that figures that are not as popular, the people end up selling it really cheap, especially if you go towards the end of the day on the first day, or especially on the last day of the toy sale. And that's what happened here. So let me just show you again. So in the box, what was cool was that you see that this from KB Toys, it was $9.99. This was the actual price that they actually had it for at the convention. And the guy said everything in this side of the booth was half off. So that's why I say hit that notification button, because like I said, I bought a bunch, and then I went to his store and he gave me half off again. So there's a lot of other figures that I got in this same vein that I paid half price. So I paid $5 for this, and for that I definitely am happy, and I think it's awesome. $10, I think it was a good deal. And like I said, so I got a whole bunch of other figures like that it's probably just not figures that's on most collectors' thoughts. They're not, like, I never heard anyone saying, man, I can't wait to get that John Shaft from McFarlane from the 2000s. I've never seen that. So, that's what I bring to you here as well. And I understand some people probably don't care about this figure, and maybe the video doesn't get a lot of hits, but I'm not worried about that. I thought it was cool, so I'm sharing it with you, and I'm telling all the collectors out there that if you like to collect things that are off the beaten path, or you're just discovering, because that's what a lot of this is for me. I discovered stuff by going and finding these, in the corner, bargain bin stuff for super cheap. You can do this. You can have a nice collection of all this stuff if you don't mind it being random, being odd, and not being popular. So that's my spiel and speech as far as the percent off collector. But I definitely say, especially if you understand that a lot of early McFarlane is statue-like, then you will like this figure. And especially if you can get it for $10 or less, it is definitely worth it to add to your collection. Hey, thanks for checking out the channel, and if you like what you've seen, please consider giving us a like, comment, a sub, all that stuff. It really helps the algorithm as we try to make a push to reach out to more collectors that, like me, like to get that discount. Because you know how I say, no discount, no deal. All right, catch you later.